Well, I'm here today speaking with David and Yolandi, co-creators of a new Australian TV show called Deadside, which is just gone live on Vodo.net, which is a BitTorrent streaming service. But what I want to talk to you today, guys, is about the equipment that you use to make Deadside. So you can check out how cool Deadside is by downloading the show, but let's get behind the camera. I want to talk about the equipment and about the 7D that you used during the production. Can you tell us why you chose the Canon 7D to shoot Deadside?
First of all, I'd seen other productions shot on it. Particularly Robert Rodriguez has used Canon equipment before. And also the post-production pipeline, working with footage in MOV format,
Right.
is a lot more reduced. I had friends shooting on the on the red.
Yeah.
But once you shoot on the red, all of a sudden your post-production pipeline gets fatter, so to speak, and a lot more complicated. And I wanted to be able to edit everything at home on my Mac in Final Cut Pro.
Right, so because you use an iMac to cut at home, you got a 27-inch Core i7 iMac. That's pretty sweet. So I mean, you've managed to create like a full-length TV pilot on a really small budget. How much did you spend putting this together?
It's 5,000.
5,000.
That was just on the equipment side.
Right. That's amazing.
Only partially the equipment, actually.
Yeah.
That was the rigs and the jibs. The
Right.
camera was, I already owned that, because the camera itself and the lenses equated to about 5,000, but
Yeah.
what we actually spent.
So everything was really just the support of everyone we worked with.
Right. Yeah. It's actually quite a large cast for Deadside too.
Yeah,
It's not.
what-
It's
yeah,
not a
like
one-room
100
shoot with a.
Yeah, like
With a few
100
people.
cast and crew all together, I think.
That's amazing. Did you have trouble pulling everyone together for the production?
Not as much as I would have thought.
Right.
Yeah.
So once you start saying like we're working on something amazing, people just sort of jump on board.
Yeah, as soon as they hear the storyline, they're pretty intrigued by it.
Right. Yeah. I'll be sort of talking about the story more around the video on the side. It's a pretty like crazy story. It's a supernatural thriller with martial arts elements and a real sort of a cast from around the world. Really, a very unusual story. It's really really interesting. And so you've decided now that the production's finished to publish it to Vodo.net. Can you tell us sort of about why you chose Vodo, or what your intention is? You know, what you're hoping to get out of this relationship with Vodo?
Initially, I contacted Vodo 2 years ago and told them the idea I had, and I said to them it's something I wanted to publish through them because I believe in Creative Commons.
Right.
I also believe that there needs to be changes in the way content is created and distributed to consumers.
Right. Yep.
At the moment, there's too much onus on the consumers for being responsible for adhering to copyright.
Yeah.
You buy a DVD, but all of a sudden you can't back it up, you can't make copies of it, and I think it's very confusing for consumers. And we wanted to create something and fund something in a different way, and hopefully create a new funding model.
How does Vodo work? I understand it's kind of like Kickstarter, right? I mean, you can choose the ticket you pay. You can choose the amount that you want to pay to watch the program. Can you also watch it for free? Is there a free option?
Yeah, there is. There's the streaming options,
Right.
which are the no-nonsense kind of easy options.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can download it and watch it on your computer, and that's also for free through BitTorrent. What they found is some people kind of get a bit confused with the whole BitTorrent concept about having to download, say, something like uTorrent, then using that to download the torrent file.
Yeah, I've found trying to explain to people how to use BitTorrent. It seems confusing to other people. It seems really simple to me, but having that sort of like that middleware in the middle, that sort of like is the middle hop between downloading a file and watching a file.
Yeah, so
Seems
that's
to
why they
sort of
offer
confuse
the
people.
paid options.
Right.
And you can, I think it starts from $1. I think.
So then they host the download if you pay for it.
And then they stream it. It's like
Right.
watching, you get a cinema ticket and you watch it through your computer or through your Apple TV or whatever the
Right, yeah.
formats. I think this is still all uncharted territory. There's a lot of experts out there that talk about how to use social media to leverage it to promote yourself. And one thing I believe in strongly is the idea that there are these gateways, and a person with a particular following can influence the decisions of many, many people. So when it comes to social media, for us, it's wanting to show that our model is different. We're not the big studio executives who will produce something whether you like it or not and just churn out stuff which people don't necessarily want. This, I think, would democratize content creation, because if you do make something that's great, you're not going to be roadblocked by an executive who probably has a political agenda or doesn't like you. the consumers can actually vote with their feet, so to speak,
Yeah, sure.
and give life to artists and projects which otherwise wouldn't have had life. And it's not about making billions of dollars. I'm happy, and all of our cast and crew are happy to just do what we love on a modest salary. So we're just asking the consumers to kind of vote with their feet, and through social media, that's the message that we're going to be sending out there. And I know that fans take ownership of work, and if fans do take the ownership of Deadside and feel like they own the characters, and they can actually say, I don't like this character, or I do like that character, that's something I'd be more than happy to play along with. But again, it's uncharted territory, and I don't want to say yes or no. I want to see how it pans out, and if people are jumping on board and watching every episode and saying, well, we hate this character, you know, it'd be hard news to break to the actor. But
Yeah. That was really interesting stuff. If you're really interested to check out Deadside, it's available now on voto.net. It's going to get a spotlight position for a period of time, and we'll be linking out to it too from the site. So if you're watching this on cnet.com.au, you can follow the link below this video to the download. Guys, thanks very much for your time. It was excellent speaking to you.
Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you.